So hello students, I guess you are fit and fine at your place. Yes. So let's start today's class. Okay students, so I have something for you. See, you have to firstly identify the name, those object in front of you. Okay. Then we will proceed for the further. Okay. So what is first in front of your screen? Yes, it is, yes students, it is a milk. Yes, it is in condensed milk. As you can see in front, there is name, it is written on it. Okay, so then you can see another object, you can see it. What is the next to it? Condensed milk. Yes, yes, we have a candle, right? What is the other? Yes, you can see a perfume, right? So as it is also written perfume on the bottle of perfume. Okay, now next, what is the in front of you? Next is the other object. It is a water tank. Yes, so these are the few objects I've shown you, right, and whose name you also known as. So students, what is the geometrical shape for these all four objects which is in front of your screen? Do they have the common geometrical shape or they have a different? Yes, yes, very good. So basically you write it down your answer in the comment box if you find it out what is the geometrical shape for these four objects. Yes students, yes, these are all having a geometrical shape of a cylinder, right? Okay students, so let's see, as you find it out, they all have the geometrical shape of a cylinder. So students, the question arises for the first one. What is the capacity of this can which is in front of you? The first one, that is condensed milk. Do you know how you can find it out? What is the capacity, that how much milk is being contained in this can? Yes, how you come to know that? See, we have a one more question arises. What is the amount of wax used to make this candle? For making this candle, students, we require a wax, right? So you know that how much wax is there inside this candle? Yes? No? It's okay. See, the third question arises that how much perfume can the bottle hold? So how much perfume that this bottle will hold, you have to tell me. Yes? Okay, let's see, one more question is coming out. How much water can the tank hold? So if we talk about this tank, students, how much water this tank will hold, students? So do you know how you can calculate all the three questions values? From which formula, or what is the way of calculating all the values which are going asking in these question? It's okay students, that is only our topic of discussion. We are going to discuss about the volume of cylinder, right? So we are discussing here the volume of cylinder, whose concept we are going to discuss, along with we are going to discuss about its application. Okay, so let's first discuss what is cylinder. So a cylinder can be seen, right? So cylinder can be seen as a collection of a multiple congruent disc or stacked on one over another, right? So you know that if we have these kinds of circle, right, such these are the, I have some tapes, right? These are the colorful tapes I have. So if I make arrangement of all the caps on one another, tapes on one another, so do you get the shape of a cylinder? Yes, right? So we get a shape of a, you can see we get a shape of a cylinder, a small cylinder. So students, that way, because I can see I have three tapes, right, and I've arranged it and it makes as a cylinder. So that way we can say a collection of multiple discs or stacked one over one another, then we can form a cylinder. Okay, so these are the four examples. A can, candle, perfume bottle, as well as the water tank is in all are in the form of a cylinders. So students, we have the formula for the volume of cylinder. Let's see. In order to calculate the space occupied by a cylinder, we calculate the space occupied by each disc. Okay, then we add upon on one another. So how you will do it, students? Let's see. So thus the volume of the cylinder can be given by the product of area of base and the height. So then you can come to know that that is volume of a cylinder. So see, in front of you there is many discs are arranged and we are going to find it out. So in the form of a circle we have, right? If you arrange all the circles in such a long way, then you get a cylinder. Okay, so students, you have to calculate its area for the upper part. Okay, and you have to multiply the height of this cylinder, then you will get the volume. Okay, so we say that the area of a circle, what is the area of circle? That is pi r square, right? And what is the height, which is h? So this is only our formula, students, that is pi r square h, the volume of a cylinder. Okay, so now let's come forward. See, this is a student who thinking about how much water can this cylindrical aquarium can hold, right? So you can see we have a radius as well as a height. So you have to tell me where is the radius and where is the value of radius and the height. So students, we can say this is a radius which is in the form of 10 centimeter, right? And what is the height? So we can say this is the height which is representing, which is h is equal to 30 centimeter. Now students, you have to find it out the volume, how much water is required. So students, we know that for the cylindrical we have the volume of a cylinder, right? So what is the volume of cylinder? Yes, that is pi r square h. So use this formula, substitute all these two values into this formula and tell me the answer. Students, here you can take the value of a pi as a 3.14. Okay, now you will solve this question. Yes, let's do it. You also do it. If you get the answer, write it down your answer in the comment box. Yes, so we know that volume is pi r square h and the value of pi we are taking 3.14 and r value is 10 into 10 and h is 30. So calculate, multiply and tell me the answer is centimeter cube. Yes students, do you get the answer? Write it down your answer in the comment box. Okay, very good students. So basically we get the answer as a 9420 centimeter cube. So this is the value we will get at last for the volume of a cylindrical, that how much this type of water is going to be filled out. Okay students, so now let's come forward. So we have a filling the blank, students. So read the statement, then you will go with the answer. Okay, so see, a dash can be seen as a collection of a multiple congruent discs stacked on above the other. So what we call, what we get after if multiple congruent discs are stuck on one another, so what we call that kind of shape? Write it down your answer in the comment box. There I will check out your answer, that you are participating and you are getting your answer. Yes, okay, very good. So basically we get as a cylinder, right? Okay, so now let's come forward. So see, we have a next question. So now students, you have to read carefully, then you have to tell me how you have to go for the volume of this given cylinder. So students, do we have a height for this? Yes, we have a height which we have given in the form of a cylinder, which is 20 centimeter, right? Okay, do we have a radius, students? Yes, we have a radius which is 14 centimeter. Now students, the volume of a cylinder, you have to find it out. So do you know what is the value formula for the volume of cylinder? That is pi r square h, right? So students, substitute all the values. So here you will use the pi value, students, as pi equal to 22 by 7. Okay, now do it. Pause the video till that time and do it. Okay students, so I guess you have completed your task. Okay, so let's do it, solve this question together. So we know that volume, that is pi r square h, right? So what is the value of pi? 22 by 7. And what is the value of radius? That is 14 into 14. And what is the value of height? Yes, that is 20. So multiply all the terms, students, and tell me your answer in the centimeter cube. So you can cancel out terms, and then now you can able to solve. Yes students, do you get your answer? Yes, so basically we get the answer as a 12,320 centimeter cube. So this is our correct answer for this volume of a cylinder, right? So match your answer. Do you get the same answer or not? Okay, then you will easily able to find it out. Do you have solve the answer correctly or not? Okay, so now let's come forward, students. Now students, you have to analyze this image and explain in your words what do you see in front of you. Yes, you can write it down your answer in the comment box, students. What is it showing, the all the dimensions which is in front of you? So what is it representing? Yes, so very good. So it is representing that in the good morning cup we have a tea, right? So we have a tea containing, so we know that how much tea will stored in this cup. We can come to know this from the all the two dimensions which is given to us. First we have a radius which is in the form of a 1.5 inch, right? And the height we have a 4.4 inch. So by these two units, by these two dimension, you easily able to find it out how much that volume of tea will go in this cup. Okay students, so you will use it and calculate also. Okay, so now let's come forward. So students, now there is a true and false in front of you. So you have to tell me the volume of a cylinder can be given by the product of area of a base and height. Yes students, okay, very good. So basically if we made a cylinder, students, so we know that this is a radius, right? And this is a height. So if you will calculate the volume, you have to calculate the area of this base, which is in the form of a circle, right? So then you will get the volume. Okay, very good students. So let's come forward. So this is basically our statement is true, right? So let's come forward. So see, you have to identify the geometrical shape in the figure. You can see. Do you see any figure? Yes. Okay, very good. So you can come to know that there is how many cylinders are there? There are 5 cylinders, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So students, we come to know that there is one big cylinder glass and the 4 are the remaining smaller one, right? So let's see what we have an interesting question. So there is at a Ramzan Mela, a stall keeper is there, okay? In the food stall, he has a cylindrical vessel of base of a radius. So there is a bigger cylindrical vessel, you can see this one, okay, whose radius is given to you. So let's draw it. So there is a vessel cylindrical whose radius is given to you, which is in the 15 centimeter, right students? Now what we have a height for this, that is 32. So what kind of juice that is containing in this vessel? We have a orange juice, right? So juice is filled into the small cylindrical glasses. So you can see there are 4 small cylindrical glasses, right? So for the small cylindrical glasses, we have a radius as a 3 centimeter and we have a height as a 8 centimeter, right? Now he sold as for 15 rupees. So for the small glasses he sold for a one glass as a 15 rupees. So how much money does the stall keeper receive by selling the juice completely? So if he will sell all the juice to the people, so how much money he will get at last? So you have to calculate, okay? So how do you calculate, students? Do you think by these only the measurements which we have, we calculate all the things? Can we calculate the money for this stall keeper? Yes, we will do this. So firstly students, we will calculate for this volume for this juice vessel, right? Very good. So let's calculate for this volume. So we know that volume is pi r square h. So we will do the value of pi, let it be as pi only, and value of r, that is 15 into 15, and what is the h, that is 32, right? Now student, for the small, we have pi into 3 into 3 into 8. Now you will come to know that its volume, okay? So students, that way we will calculate its volume. But what next? Do we easily able to calculate its money? How we can calculate the money? We get the volumes, but now what about money? How you will calculate its money? So you will calculate its money by dividing, right? Which volume you have to divide? You have to divide the juice vessel to the small glasses, then you will come to get it. So let's do it. Okay, so what we have to do, students? We have to divide the volume of vessel by volume of small glass. Okay, so how you will do it? So do we have a volume for vessel and glass? Yes. So we will substitute all the values, so you can easily able to divide. So this is the volume for vessel, and we know that for the volume for this small glass, that is, we have from the dimensions which is given to it, 3 into 3 into 8. Now students, divide it completely and cancel out all the terms which is required to cancel. So we will cancel out pi value, then we will divide 3 by 5, and here we get 4. So multiply, students, 5 into 5 into 4. What is the answer? Do we get? Yes. Yes, very good, students. So basically we get 100 glasses that he will give to that type of vessel, to the small glasses, to the people, right? Now we have to calculate the number for the money, that how much money that stall keeper will receive after selling the juice completely. So what you will do, students, we know that for the one glass of juice he sell for the rupees 15. So we will multiply the number of glasses with the 15. So let's do it. So what we will do, students, for the cost we will multiply the number of glasses, which is 100 into 15. So tell me how much rupees he will get at the last after selling all the juice. Yes, very good, students. So that he will get 1500 rupees, right? So this way he sold the juices in the Ramzan Mela and get at the last 1500 rupees. So see, students, I have one question for you. You have to tell me 1 liter equal to how many cubic centimeter. So you just see in front of your screen your answers. 1 liter equal to, okay students, here I have put it cubic, so remove that only, but consider this is a cubic only, cubic meter. Let me remove from here only. Just leave it. Okay. Now students, you tell me what is the correct answer for this question. Yes, very good, students. We know that for 1 liter we have 1000 centimeter cubic. Okay. So now let's come forward. Let's recap what we have discussed in the today's class. Okay. So basically we discuss about about the cylinder, right? So we have a cylinder in which we discuss about its volume, and so first of all let me talk about its volume of, yes students, what is the volume of cylinder? So whenever you arrange all the materials which is in the circular form, you will get in the form of a cylinder, right? If you stuck all the things, we have a 3 types of tapes. If I stuck all the 3 tapes in the such a way, this is a circular form, right? Then you will get a cylinder. Okay students, so what is the formula for this value for the cylinder? So we have pi r square h. Okay, the volume of cylinder you have to find it out, students. So let's see, we have pi value multiply double of radius, which is 5 into 5, and length, which is in the form of height, is given. So now you calculate your answer in the form of centimeter cube. Okay, so tell me answer in the next class, I will check out. Okay students, so these are the 2 homework questions. Read it carefully, students, then you will give me the correct answers. Make sure you have read it all the requirements for the given statement. Okay, at last you have an activity. You have to measure, take the measuring tape or the ruler, check you have dimensions of the given different cylinders that you can see in your day-to-day life, and carefully note down all the measurement, calculate the volume for each. Okay, and we will cross check all the answers in the next class. Okay students, so these are the 2 homework. Students, make sure you do all the question and activity before doing it, reading all the statements. Okay, and you can see some questions are there in which the units are different, right? So there you have to calculate the answer in that unit only. So here you can see, students, in the activity we don't have, you can see in the question only. Here we have asking from the how many liters, but here you can see in the question we have a circumference in the form of a centimeter and height in the form of centimeter, but you have to calculate the liters. So you have to need to be converging the units into other units. Okay, firstly you have to convert that unit, conversion of unit from different to the same 1, then you will easily able to calculate all the values which is requirement for that question. Okay students, so that way you will do it the question, then you will get the proper answer for that question. If you will do not use the conversion method, then you will get the other wrong answer for that question. Okay students, so thank you. We will meet in the next video for the interesting topic.